Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise. This is DeerDesigns. Not a live video today. I thought I would do a proper podcast just because I have so much to go through today that I just thought it'd be easier for my brain to do it this way. Like I said, my name is Denise. Places you can find me are all linked down below. I have an Instagram. I'm on Facebook, but not very often. I'm on Ravelry, on here obviously. I have a website. No, I don't have a website. I have an Etsy store where I sell hand-dyed yarn, stitch markers, badges, and there will be some new stuff coming to the shop very soon. But I will go into more of that when it's nearer the time. I'm getting some bits and pieces made, so yeah, that's really exciting. And there'll be some other bits and pieces in the shop. Hello to everyone that is new, and hello to all my returning viewers. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all your love and support over the time that I've been here on YouTube. It's been nearly 5.5 years that I've been filming and craft videos, vlogs, podcasts, whatever you want to call them. So I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that comes back and watches me ramble on about a load of rubbish most of the time. But today I've got a lot. So on Saturday I was I attended a cast on party that was hosted by Tonya. Let's get into all of this. So finished objects, I have a big fat 0. I do have one thing that I want to quickly show you so I can get it out of the way. It is a finished object, but it's a finished object from quite a while ago. So if you remember, I made the V-back tee by, I can't remember, it's the V-back tee. And I did it in yarn from Wiku Yarns, and I went to wear it yesterday, and I'm just thinking it's a bit short. I have got some yarn left over, so I am thinking, I think I've got some more yarn as well. It's here. So I have these two left over basically, and I do wish it was a bit longer because I think I would wear it more. So the plan is to undo the rib at the bottom, knit one of these into the body, because I think I can just extend the body without mucking this up too much. Sorry if I'm looking to the side, I'm recording on my iPad today, just so I can get it edited a bit quicker. I don't think it will mess up this too much because I have extended it a little bit, but it's just not long enough for what I like and the things that I'm going to wear it with. So that's my plan. At some point in the next few weeks, I'm going to undo this rib, put probably this ball in, and then have this one for the rib. It's a little bit darker. I don't know whether you can see. So this one here is a bit darker than this one here, because that's just the way that the yarn was dyed up. And I did alternate the skeins throughout, as you can see, and it worked out quite well. So yeah, I just think that this being a little bit longer, I will wear it more. So that is what I've pulled it out, I've pulled the yarn out, and that is the plan, to just add to the length because I will prefer it. That is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. Now, the rest of the stuff that I'm going to talk about, there is a lot here, guys, so I'm so sorry if you get bored halfway through. I don't know how long this video is going to be, probably really long, but we're just going to roll with it. So the first thing, shall we talk about some older whips maybe? Let's do that. Right, so the first one that I just pulled out was my Cozy Memories blanket. I have got all of my whips out today to show you, because I just thought fresh start, show you everything that I've got. And because there's quite a lot, you won't see everything every week. I'm only going to show what I've been working on, so that's the plan. Though this is my Cozy Memories blanket. I haven't worked on this for months. As you can tell, it is not anything like a blanket yet. It's still very small, and it's not even square. So I do want to square this up the best that I can. So all I have to do is sort of add to one edge or the other edge. My plan was to do corner to corner, but then I sort of was like, I don't really want to do that now, because I don't really know how big I want it. So doing corner to corner probably wasn't the best idea. But it's all of my leftover yarns. It's all fingering weight, 4-ply. It isn't all hand dyed. There is commercial in there as well. And I have a bag. Oh, I've got stitch markers as well. I have a bag full of yarns in here. So all this will get added. What was this for? Socks, I think. I've even got like this daffodil yarn that I made socks with. This yarn that I made socks with ages ago. So I do want to start working on this again. I don't know when, because I've got so much on the go. Yeah, and this bag is pretty full, and I don't think I'll be adding any more. I have got other yarn to go in this bag from my rocket tee, but as you can see, it's pretty full up with just this in here. So I've got a little bag here. I don't know whether everything will be flipped. I might have to try and flip it in the editing, I'm not sure. So I've got a little bag here just with some scissors that a friend got me, and you just push that up and they're like this. They're really cool and like so tiny. A needle and another couple of stitch markers in there, and that is just perfect for cutting the ends, weaving in the ends as well, and that is that. So this is a bag that I made. I could have made it bigger, it would have been ideal. But I have a few this size and they're okay. They're not the best size, but they're quite long, if that makes sense. Obviously this has got a lot in it, so it's ideal for this, but anyway, that's that. I'm going to try and line everything up, but I don't think that's going to work very well. The next thing that I want to talk about is, I'm just looking to see what's an oldish whip. So on the last cast on party, I cast on the Daybreak tee, and the Daybreak tee is knit bottom up. I don't have a picture, or do I? I'm not sure. I do have a picture, but not a very good one. Because as you can see, it didn't print with the pictures. Right, so it is a, this is the schematic. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, so I'm not giving anything away. And it's plain, short sleeved, and just here, there is an eyelet pattern that looks like this. So it's knit bottom up. I really haven't got much progress in the last 10 weeks. Right, so I cast on and I knit a little bit on it afterwards, which wasn't a lot. And then in the last week, I have knit from where this champagne glass is, because me and Ian had been out a couple of days last week. We went out for the day and we was driving a lot. I wasn't driving, Ian was driving, and I just knitted in the round while we was driving along. We were stuck in traffic for quite a while as well, and it was literally a standstill on the M25. We were stuck in that for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. It wasn't fun, but never mind. And basically I started knitting on this again, and I really enjoy it, and I really like the yarn. It's Aldi yarn. I'm on the second, no, I'm not on the second ball. Where am I? No, I'm not on the second ball yet. So it's Aldi yarn, So Crafty in Dove Grey, and it's just mindless round and round knitting. And this will probably get some work on it over the next few weeks because my parents are over at the moment, and it's just mindless. I haven't got to think about it. I can just go round and round. I don't have to get to the end of a row to put it away. It's just easy. So that is basically mindless knitting I can take with me. I don't normally take the yarn with me in the bag because it makes the bag a bit too full up. But yeah, so this is my Daybreak tee. I'm really happy with the progress that I've got over the last week or so. It is short sleeve, so it is like a, not so much a summer top, but like a spring, autumn sort of transitioning into the hot and cold seasons, because you could easily wear a long sleeve t-shirt under it, or no sleeves, just a little vest top, tank top underneath. So that is that one. That is whip number 2. And you're gonna laugh at me when I get to the end and you see how many I've actually got, because I get so overwhelmed with stuff. But my plan is to be quite monogamous with a certain couple of things to begin with. See what I mean about the bag being too full up. Because I've really enjoyed being monogamous the last few weeks with my projects. If you don't know what that means, that's just working on one thing until it's done. I haven't done that. I did finish my Streamline tank, and I also finished my Vincas, working on just those projects with like a sock that I was working on or something. And I do really enjoy that. And my brain this time at the cast on party was like, cast on these things and just work on one thing at a time. At least you know they're cast on, they're ready to go, and you can just pick them up whenever. And that was my plan, and still is my plan. So the next thing, the other thing that I cast on at the last cast on party was another shawl. Not another shawl, a shawl. Why is this? Trying to open the bag a bit more. This is a shawl by Penny Baker Knits, or Penny Baker, and it's the Quiet Time shawl. This is it, and to be honest, I really haven't made much progress on this at all. It's yarn that I dyed up myself, and the bottom yarn I'm using Drops Fable, so it will be these two together. I'm sorry about the light. Oh, here. It will be these 2 yarns together. So this is what I'm working on at the moment, this yarn. This is how far I've got. So as you can see, from the last time you see it, it was down here. And I've done that much, but it's not a lot. I will carry on working on this. Let me move my stitch marker up. Oh, I should have done that on Daybreak tee as well, but I'll do that next time I pick it up. Because I am remembering to move my stitch markers, which is good. So yeah, I haven't made much progress on this. This is mindless as well, I must admit. But I just haven't picked it up. I don't know. Really, really love the yarn. But I'm just going to put it to one side for now, until I've got a little bit more sort of inkling to work on it. I don't know, I'm finding enjoyment out of other things, I think, because this is just garter stitch at the moment. But yeah, we'll get there. We will get there, and I will put some progress on it, and see how we go. This was another bag that I made, and I got this iron-on patch from Siobhan's Crafts in her Flamingo mystery box set, and I just put it on this bag. I thought it was cute. Need to put the pattern away, and make sure it's the right pattern. that goes in the right project bag. Okay, so I think most of the other stuff is pretty new. I think so. So let's start off with what I was already working on. So before the cast on party, I was working on the Plumeria, and that is this. I haven't got the front, I have got the front picture. I have, and it is, oh have I? I thought I did. Oh, I thought I had the front picture. Anyway, I have showed this before. So this is what the bottom of the top looks like. And this is what the top of, basically this is the top. Oh, I'm really not used to doing it on here. So it's a tank top that you knit in the round. You do the 4 triangles. You join the triangles together, knit a little bit on both sides, and then you join it in the round. It is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. This is my progress. Oh my goodness, I love it. So the last time you see this, which would have been last week, I have got, and I've changed my reindeer stitch marker to a little sheepy. Oh, stay still, can you see that? It's a little sheep. And I was here, so I've done all this in 1 week, which I'm really pleased about. Look at that stitch pattern. Oh, I just love it. I can't wait to get more of this done. I'm into the first repeat, so you have to repeat the pattern a few times to obviously get the desired look. I'm just so happy with it. I've only pinned the top with a stitch marker just so I could try it on. I actually tried it on with this dress the last time I did try it on, but this is how far I've got. It needs to be a bit longer. I don't have a longer cable to put it on to try it on, so it's just on this cable, and it's fine for knitting on. I just can't try it on. I have tried the top part on, and that does fit quite nice. So I'm just so looking forward to it. Really love the colour. It's yarn that I dyed up myself again. Here. It was yarn that I dyed. It was browns and like greens, and then I over dyed it with a pink. It is pooling, whatever, in a little bit here at the front or the back, whatever you want to call that. And then this is the other side. Let's see what that side is like. It's probably not as bad. There's a bit of striping. I did, from here, I did alternate my skeins, but it is still striking a little bit. But to be honest, I'm not that angry about it. It's handmade, and I like that side for the front, I think, maybe. But we'll see once it's actually done. I could always change. No, I think that V might be a bit deep because this V is only here, but then this side V is a lot lower, so I don't think that will work. But I really am enjoying it. I got to a stage with the lace that I was a bit like, I'm not really loving this, because every row was totally different from the previous rows, where now I can actually read my knitting. I can see where I need to go with my stitches, and what comes next, as I can read the row below and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm really excited about this, and I did work on it quite a lot just because I wanted majority of it done before the cast on party, or I wanted it done, but I knew that was impossible unless I didn't sleep. But I've got quite a lot done, so now I can just pick up and do the odd sort of couple of rows at a time and not stress too much over it. And that is living in a bag that I made, a crochet bag, that I will talk to you a bit more in a second. I did buy this, I can't remember if I spoke about this or not. It's a hair clip and I thought it would be really good as a shawl pin, as the clasp is a bit big for a hair clip, but I think I did put it in at some point and it didn't look too bad. Oh. So it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, do I really want a hair clip with my initial on it? Maybe not. Don't know. But I think it will be a perfect shawl pin. But I've just put it on my bag for now so I don't lose it. And it's going to live on there just for now. Okay, so that's that. The next thing is the mystery shawl along. So let's talk a little bit about this. This is living in an Elderflower Stitches bag, and this is the Miss May mystery shawl along. I have finished clue 2. I haven't touched clue 3, so I'm a little bit behind. If you still don't want to see my progress, then please look away and I will show you. I will tell you when you can look back. So I'm going to show it now and then I'll show the yarns. So this is what mine is looking like. Get it the right way round. These are my 4 yarns. Well, I can just show the yarns, but for people that don't want to see the actual shawl, I'll show the cakes as well. These are my 4 yarns. These 2 are Bird Street yarns. It was their Top of the Pops. Are they calling it Top of the Pops mixtape? I can't remember now. I know they changed the name of it. So their monthly mystery club yarns. This one was yarn that I dyed up myself, and this one is by Sheep on Mars, and it didn't have a colourway name. So this is what it's looking like. I have taken it off the screen. So for you that want to see the yarns, this is the first yarn. This is the second yarn. These are from Bird Street Yarns. Then this green I dyed up myself. And then this one here is from Sheep on Mars. Absolutely gorgeous, this yarn. It was in the what do you call it? The skein, and it didn't do it justice for some reason. I don't know. It's just so beautiful, and I'm so happy that I've chose these yarns in this shawl. Oh, I was looking for a crochet hook. Not that size though. Oh, I have the ball bands here. So the purple one is called This Means Nothing to Me, Bird Street yarn. The pink one is in Eternal Flame, and the Sheep on Mars doesn't have a name, but she's on Etsy. Yes, she's on Etsy. Sheep on Mars. Just all sock weight. Oh, I feel very good that I've kept the ball bands. I'm normally really bad at that. Okay, that's whip number 4. The next whip I'm going to show you is my socks, which are here. So this is just living in my little handmade bag. That's perfect, absolutely perfect for going in my handbag. I do have another little one here as well that I made the same size. So if you don't know, I am running a year-long sock along with every month having a prompt. This month's prompt is Opposites Attract, and that's running till the end of the month, and then I will pull a winner either in my next video, or I will do a little separate video just announcing a winner for this month's sock along, or sock make along. I do that every month, and then at the end of the year there will be a bigger prize, and that will include everyone in the year, if that makes sense. Probably not, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. So the hashtag is Year of the Sock 2022. You don't have to knit socks that go with a prompt. You can enter any socks that you like. It's just a little bit of fun, and I thought I'd put together a few prompts to give people ideas on what sort of colorways to knit, what sort of socks you can use, like a pattern or anything you want, absolutely anything. There is a Ravelry thread as well if you want to enter in there. You can enter on Instagram and on Ravelry. That will give you the double chance of winning a prize. So yeah, go ahead and take a look at that and everybody else's. July's prompt, if anyone's interested to get ready, is Bright and Beautiful. My own thing, and I can't remember. I'm terrible. I'm so bad. Let's have a look quickly. It is, got it. I've got them saved on my phone. I've gone far too down to even look. It is Bright and Beautiful. So this is the prompt for July. And then August prompt is Blue Skies. And then so on and so forth. But I will put it on my stories every time we're coming up to the end or the beginning or whatever. Anyway, so my socks for this month are using yarn. Is Regia yarn from Show. I can't even say this name, but it's the Zufari colorways. It's this numbers, or these numbers. It hasn't got a colorway name, and I haven't made much progress. I was going to do these long socks, and I haven't knit on socks for much at all, to be honest. This is how much progress I've got. I don't know what I've done here. I've made it worse, but anyway, this is how much progress I've got. I really like the yarn. It's really nice to knit with. It's striping or striking up really nice. I quite like the way that that's happening. I was going to do 2 at a time, and then I decided not to, because I was like, well, I'm really not knitting socks very much at the moment, so what is the point? So the plan is just to keep these in my handbag and knit on them as and when. More might get done because obviously I'm going to be out and about a lot more. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But that is my sock whip. That is whip number 5. We've still got lots. So whip number 5. Then I think that was everything from before. I'm just, oh no, there was one thing from before as well. So in this lovely little basket that I got from B&M, which was £1, I had to get 2. They were going to be baskets that I was going to put on my bedside cabinet, because we've just got random stuff on our bedside cabinet. Like I've got pills, and I've got some Voltarol cream. I've got like headache roll on that you put on your head, nail clippers, and just random stuff. And it was living in a little box that I now use for stitch markers and to lean up my iPad, because it's quite heavy. So I use that to lean my iPad onto it so it doesn't fall back or whatever, because my case doesn't make my iPad stand up straight enough for me to zoom or even watch videos, really, because it faces up quite a lot. Anyway, but I have decided to put one of my projects in one of these baskets, and I think it's quite cute. So I don't know whether they will go in the bedroom or not. Right. The next thing I'm working on is a test knit. I am allowed to talk about this project and share pictures and stuff like that. I haven't shared pictures yet, but I will show you what I am working on. So this is by Knitwear Designs by Norma, Bigger Than Life Knits. Go check out her Ravelry store. She has some beautiful patterns. So this is the test knit that I am knitting. It's the Luanda. That's how I'm pronouncing that. Luanda top. Oh, it's rib all up here, and then here is cable. It's the same sort of shape, I think, as the Plumeria, in the way that it's gonna extend out from the waist. I'm so excited about this. This is oh, pardon me. So this is what I'm working on. I am using the yarn that I'm using. Top one is from Hobby Home Bargains, and it's 99p a ball. It's double knit in the colour dusky pink. So this is the colour that I'm using for the top, because the colour I'm going to use for the bottom is in this bag, just because there's lots of it, is this, which is an Aldi yarn again in plum. So this and this will go together. I did pull out a bright pink instead of this, and I was like, no, I need something a bit more subtle. The bright pink was very bright, and I don't think it would have gone as well. If it was just one garment, I think it will look okay, but with this light pink as well, I think this was too light to go with the bright pink, and I think this goes quite well. Now, I did order yarn, and I didn't bring it. It's in the bedroom. I apologise. I did order yarn, and it was 50-gram balls, and I didn't realise it was 50-gram balls, and I was so annoyed with myself. And I was just like, oh damn. But I bought it in a pink, but I'm going to use that for something else, so you will see that when I decide to cast on something else with that yarn, because it is beautiful. I bought 8 balls, so I have 400 grams of it, and I bought 8 thinking they were 100-gram balls for this top, but never mind, it won't go off, and I will use it for something else. So there is a bit of a discrepancy on how much yarn for this pattern at the moment, and well, that's one reason why it's in test knitting, to see how much yarn people use and whatnot. So my progress is this. I haven't got much, but I've got some. I did have to pull it back once because I did the raglan increases wrong. Well, I didn't do them wrong, but here you have like obviously increasing and keeping in rib pattern. I purled a couple of rounds and I tried picking them up, but because where you have increases here, I was getting big holes, obviously, where I was dropping the make ones left and rights and stuff, and so I wasn't that far down. I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to pull it all back, start again. I know in my brain where I've got to be with the pattern now. I know how to increase in the right orientation and whatnot. So basically, yeah. Also, there was short rows, which the short rows came out fine. I didn't have any problem with the short rows. Yeah, I'm really pleased with it so far, and I really like the colour, and I think with the purple bottom it will look really nice. This looks really small at the moment because it is literally hardly anything, and I'm still increasing, and I'm hoping it's going to be big enough. It's on quite a small needle as well. I just don't want to stretch it too much. If it is too small, then I can give it to someone else. My sister might wear it, I'm not sure, but I'll find someone that will wear it, and I haven't paid lots and lots of money out for the yarn, and like I said, it is a test knit, so it's helping someone out as well. Yeah, so this is my progress. I will keep you updated on this. This needs to be done by the 25th of July, so I will be working on this quite a bit. So yeah, I do need to put a stitch marker in this. This one was letting me know what was front and back, because obviously at the beginning front and back looked very similar. It's a 3x1 rib, so obviously this is the front that you're seeing now, but it just looks like a 2x2, It's really nice, and I think it's going to be a bit stretchier. So I will put a stitch marker in that when I come to it. So that is whip number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. That's whip number 7. I lied the last time. Sorry if you can hear that alarm. Anyway, that's living in this little basket that probably won't be living in here very long because it's going to get too big. I'll move that over as well so it doesn't look so much over there. Whip number 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, whip number 8. From now on are all that I started at the cast on party. And I'm going to start with this. So in this organza bag are 2 big magic knot balls, 3 magic knot balls, 2 very big and 1 not so big. And I want to make another crocheted bag for myself to keep my projects in. And this is how far I got on Saturday. Now I'm holding 2 yarns together to get this, and I'm using a 5.5mm hook. I was using a 6.5, but it was too holy and I wanted it to be tight. This is a 5.5mm crochet hook, and I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. I'm now into, so this was red and blue, I'm now into blue and white. I'll get the balls out just so you can see, and I'm just literally holding them together and crocheting. I'm going to hopefully make a couple of these bags, and I'm going to crochet the handles. So on my other one I did actually buy I didn't buy the plastic handles, they came free with a magazine. I have made another one for my mum and I bought the handles, the plastic handles, but I'm thinking I could crochet handles or do like an I-cord handle or something, something else other than a crochet, a hand ball, not a hand ball, store ball, online ball, whatever handle. As I have lots of yarn, and we'll just see how we go. So this is all double knit yarn, and this yarn is all the yarns that I have ever got from magazines. So you know, I've been collecting knitting and crochet magazines for years, absolutely years, and I never made any of the little free projects that came with them, and I just hoarded all of the little kits, and then one day I decided to take all them kits apart and make a magic knot ball, and that is all of the yarns from the kits. I've had it a while, and this one I made up is looking a little bit sorry for itself at the moment, but that will get crocheted into the bag, I'm sure. And I was making them, and then I got to that size and I was like, I need to stop now because I can't hold it anymore. And then I started making another one. But there's loads of yarn here, absolutely. I haven't weighed it, but there is a lot, and it is solid, like literally really solid. So it's not like a ball of yarn that has got loads of air in it and you can squish it. They are really hard. So there's lots of colours in there, proper full up. So I will make a few more bags, I think, and see how I get on. So this is again another mindless project. The only problem I've got is because the balls are so big, they're just jumping around everywhere, and I'm just making a big fat mess with this now. So how I've done this is basically I done a magic circle. I did 6 single crochets into that magic circle. I then increased that to 12, and then I increased again by 6, and then again, and then again. So it becomes this hexagon type of shape. And then what I'm going to do is just finish increasing once I know it's big enough, and then it will go upwards. So then it will just be a bag. I could go up from here and make a little basket. I have got one already, a little basket, and yeah, you can make yarn cozies with like this. I'm using the yarn doubled because it's a bit stiffer, and that's how I did the other one. So I'm just going to carry on and see how I get on with that. But again, it's mindless, and I can just go round and round, and that's living in that, and it's always been living in this organza bag. Don't know why, but so that's that one. The next one is this, living in a pickle lily bag with a little, it's a roll top bag, but I've got the pattern in there so I can't roll the top. This pattern is a hat, so I cast on 3 hats at the weekend, and this one is this pattern, free pattern on Ravelry, and it's, I don't even know if there's a name on this pattern for it. It's a very, very simple pattern. It's designed by, it's the 3 AM cabled hat. That is the name of it on Ravelry. It's designed by SM Khan, January 2006. And yeah, so that is the pattern basically. It's that pictured. Now, I am making this hat for Ian, and you're probably thinking, that's strange. I don't really make that much stuff for Ian. I've made this blanket, but Ian's not one for wearing hand knitted stuff. I've made him a pair of socks and never wore them. Did I make him anything else? Can't remember. This blanket he uses a lot, but that's a blanket. So I've decided to cast on a hat in red. We all know Ian loves red. So this is First Choice double knitting. It was 99p. I haven't got a clue where I got it from. It's in shade 17. It could have been the shop. No, it wouldn't have been. I think this might have been Pound Stretcher. I'm not sure. But I've got a ball of it, and I cast on the rib, and that's all I've got. So nothing really much to show, but I'm not going to tell him unless he watches this video, which I very much doubt. Not this long anyway. I'm not going to tell him that I'm knitting this, and I'm going to try and do it when he's not here. It's in double knit, like I said. It's going to be really quick. The needles are 4 mil. So yeah, really quick, and it's a cabled hat, and we'll just see how we get on with this. He has got a grey cabled hat that he really loves, so I'm trying to mimic that a little bit. Obviously it's not as thick as this, and where Ian works, so he works on the railway, he can't wear red. So this is probably not the best idea in the world. So seeing if he likes this hat or not, I will make him another one in a different colour. Maybe a dark grey or something. He has like a light grey hat that he wears. It's a Mackenzie hat, and it's knitted, it's cabled. It's really, really nice. I've had to repair it a couple of times because the top hole has come undone. So I've had to sort of try and pick those stitches up, I think twice now. So yeah, I'm hoping that he will like this hat. Won't be able to wear it for work, or especially while he's on track or anything, but he could wear it travelling to and from, and we'll see how that goes. But I just wanted something a little bit different. So that's the first hat that I cast on. The second hat that I cast on is in another Joe Pickle Lily bag by Joe, which again I've got the pattern in, so I can't roll down. I will show you how it works actually. So basically it's like that, and then you roll your bag down, and then you get the ties. I'll just quickly show you. I won't do it too tight. And then you just tie the bag. So obviously if you've got a smaller project in here, I've got a pen, not a pen, I've got a notepad and the needles and the yarn and everything. So this yarn, I'll show you the pattern first, that might help. This yarn I haven't got the ball band for. See, Saturday was just a bit of a bit crazy. This is called the Cable Rogue by Madden Brooklyn. Another free pattern on Ravelry. So it's a cabled and eyelet hat. And I'm knitting this for myself. And it was a bit more beret type. The yarn that I'm using is this. Oh, I have got the ball band. It's inside. It's inside. And this is by Jo Knit Sews. And it's in the colourway Sport Hurts. Jo Knit Sews. I got this. Oh, excuse me for rubbing my nose. I got this at the Southern Wool Show last year. It's sparkly. This is my progress. I have a cable needle in here. Let me take that out. Okay, this is my progress. The thing I'm worried about this, I have made one cable twist. The thing that I'm worried about this is that it's not going to be big enough. But I'm hoping it's going to be. Also, this first cable was really tight to twist, but I don't know whether that's because it's right above the 1x1 rib. So I'm going to carry on with it and see how I get on. The yarn is pooling quite a lot, and I think it will carry on pooling like that all the way round until maybe I get to the decreases. I think the pattern might get lost quite a bit in this yarn, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. There is a chart that I can follow and written instructions. I was following the chart because it was easier. I did muck up the first 2 rounds, so the chart does say every odd row to knit. But it doesn't show that on the chart. The chart just literally shows 1, 3, 5 and 7. And I followed that. So I missed out row 2. And I did the first and second row of the chart, one after the other. And that might be why my stitches were quite tight. I don't know. So yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'll knit a little bit more. But I'm enjoying it so far. Really easy to follow. It's a cable 9, so 4 on one side, 5 on the other, and I think that's why it's quite tight to move over, but we'll see. The yarn is really plump, really lovely, and I'm looking forward to getting a bit more progress and showing you guys what it actually looks like, because the yarn is really pretty. Put the thing back inside, and that is living in, I thought it was this bag. Where did the bag go? Oh no, this bag. Oh god, my brain. What was this pattern? Oh, that one. That's okay. That lives outside of the bag anyway. So that's that one. I'm really sorry if I'm rambling on a lot today, but I just wanted to show you everything from scratch again. We're 50 minutes in, so I apologise, but I hope you are enjoying seeing what I have cast on and stuff. So the last hat that I cast on was this one. This is living in my little sock bag, but I thought it would be a perfect hat bag, even though it's got How to Do the Kitchen Stitch on it. And this hat is going to be, it's this hat here. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's a Ukrainian designer, and Mandy from Mousy's Makes is doing a Ukrainian knit along. So I thought this would be perfect for that. I have got a friend that has cast this on, knitted it, Alice. Hello Alice, if you're watching. I will link her channel down below. I will write it down. And it was too small. So I have altered the pattern, and I have cast on more stitches than what the pattern says. And this is my progress. This is yarn by Sheep on Mars again. No colourway name, I'm afraid, but it's like browns with yellows and pinks and all different colours in it. It's really, really pretty. This is my progress. Oh my god. I cast this on quite late into the party. So the party started for us at 5:30 in the evening. And I'd already cast on a few things during the day because I didn't know how long I'd be up for. And I cast this on quite late into the evening, and I cast on the original amount of stitches, and I was asking everyone else for advice, and they was like, it's going to be too small, it's going to be too small. I took it off the needles, and I had done the rib and 10 rounds of the pattern, and I was like, I think it's going to be too small. So I took it out of the needles and I put it on my head, and it fit. And I sat there for about 10 minutes just with this on my head. Obviously on my head properly, I can't do that because it's on the needles. And I was like, it fits. I can't believe it fits. But it's supposed to be a beret, and it was quite tight. And you don't, I'm going to take this off my head. You don't increase that much. So I was still like, it still might be quite tight. So what I'm going to do is take it off. And then I was looking for a different pattern to start. But I really wanted to do this pattern to see. And I really liked just the eyelet design in the pattern. So here is the eyelets. Or maybe on my hair you might be able to see it a bit better. So these are the eyelets that you can see all the way round. And you know what? I'm really enjoying working on this. I worked on only this yesterday before I went out, like in the morning. And I really am enjoying this. So this might be my first finished object because I just want to see what it's like and how it fits, and the finished object. I really want the finished object. I chose this yarn because I thought it'd be quite nice with my hair, because my hair is quite dark, and I thought the browns would look really nice. Not like this. And I know that the eyelets might get lost, but my thinking was, where my hair is dark, you might, oh, I don't think you'll be able to, you might see the eyelets because my hair's dark underneath. I don't know. We'll just have to see with that. So yeah, that is finished object number. I've forgotten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is finished object 10, 11. Oh my god, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I have more. So, finished object number 11. What am I doing to myself? What am I doing to myself? So while we was at the Zoom, while we was at the party, I was like, I'm going to regret this by tomorrow. I'm going to regret casting on all these things by tomorrow. I haven't yet regretted any of them. So that's a good thing. The next thing, so I have one other thing cast on and another thing that I didn't get to cast on, but I will do because it's only a really little thing. So the next thing that I want to show you, or I'm going to show you, is my rocket tee. So I've cast on another one. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love this pattern. I was really worried because the last time I cast on my rocket tee, my pink one, it was really late in the evening. I don't think I come off Zoom until 1:30. Not this cast on party, the party before. So it was quite late. And I was trying to read the instructions of how to do the eyelets, and I was getting so confused. But this time I've sort of picked it up And I'm just like, of course, I can read my knitting. I can see where I need to be. I can see where the yarn overs need to be and stuff like that. Right, so I have finished a colour, so that's why it's not attached to any yarn. I'm using 3 colours, and this is my progress so far. I'm trying to get it so the light isn't shining too much. So yeah, this is my 3 colours. Now, it wasn't until the end of the night and I was packing away, I was like, I've actually dyed up all of those colours. So this is going to be the DeerDesigns Rocket Tee. So the first yarn that I'm using, I haven't named them, I don't think. This one has definitely not got a name, but this was the first one that I started to use. Then this one, this might have been Tulip, I'm not sure, but it was in my stash, because there has been yarns that I have dyed up and I've kept a skein for myself. So, and I can't remember the name because I don't put the tags on my ones, which is bad, I suppose. And then this one here, and this yarn I actually used in my Stephen West shawl in October, the shawlography, and yeah, so these are the 3. I'm using 8 rows again, so this is yarn 1, yarn 2, then yarn 3. This yarn has got this colour in it and the yellow, and that's what I thought would look really nice to put with it when I was deciding the colours. So yeah, I'm looking forward to knitting a bit more on this, because when I started my other Rocket Tee, I put the 3 colours in and I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure, I'm really not sure. And then the more I knit, the more you could see the stripes, and I was like, oh, I really do like it actually. This I do like. Yes, I'm still not sure about it, but I will wear it because it will go with everything. I can wear it with white, black, jeans, anything. Yellow will go with anything. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to make it, I have made it a size bigger than my previous Rocket Tee, just because I wanted to see what the next size up would look like on me, and I wanted it a little bit baggier. My Rocket Tee fits me lovely. It's just a little, it's not too figure hugging, it skims, where I want this one a little bit baggier, so we'll see. I'm ready for the next colour, so that's why it's like that. I am not carrying my yarn. I did start that on my first one, and I was just like, no, what I'm going to do is probably do sort of a couple of stripes and then just weave in my ends as I go. I was thinking of doing the Weave and Steven, but then I was thinking I might as well just weave them in myself, and then I can just weave them in invisibly. So yeah, that's that one, and that is all of my works in progress that are actually on a needle or hook. Really, really happy with all of my projects at the moment. I'm not regretting any of them, which is unusual for me, because normally I will start something and I'm like, I don't know, but then I will just carry on with it. So the next thing that I want to cast on is another crochet project. It's living in another organza bag because I've just put all the colours together. What was that? Oh, my cable needle that I will need for, not that, that one. Yes, put that back in there before I lose it. Okay, I will need to show you a picture just because I don't have the pattern printed, because I was just like, what is the point? So this is what I want to make, and it's another Ukrainian designer. I have asked Mandy and she said that toys are okay, and I'm going to make these for the boys. So I'm going to make a red one and a green one for Mikey and Ollie, because as you can tell, they love Mario and Luigi, or Super Mario. This was at Christmas. How cute. So yeah, I'm going to make them some mushrooms. Ollie's birthday's in August, but I'm thinking of just making these. They're going to work up so quickly that I'm just going to make them and give them to them, probably over the next couple of weeks or something. I'm going to probably have an afternoon and just sit and make them, because they're gonna be quick. I don't know how big they actually are, but I don't think they're massively big. Oh look, there's a picture of them both together. It's a free pattern as well. There's not a picture of them in someone's hand. Oh, there is. They're quite big. But I suppose you can make them as big as you like. Oh, that one's cute with the kitty cat. So yeah, that is everything that I've got. The only one thing that I want to show now is my Woolly Goodness tree mystery box. So this month's was crab apple. If you haven't got yours, then please look away. I'm going to show it now. Came with this stitch marker. I don't want to explain what it is, just in case you haven't got yours. And this is the yarn. So beautiful. Okay, I put it away. So that is what I am going to put in my stash, because all the boxes are going together. I don't know what I'm going to make with them, but they are going together for one day for me to go, oh, that would be perfect. That's incoming. There is another couple of hashtags that I just want to mention. So we have the Inspiration Make Along by Alex of My Yarny Corner, and there's probably something here that I could use as that, because I get inspired quite a lot by people that I follow, by people that I Zoom with and watch their channels and stuff like that. So something might be entered into that. And then Caroline is running the Yappy and Scrappy blanket along on Ravelry and Instagram, I think, where if you make a blanket and it's scrappy, so you can, all your scraps or minis or anything like that, then you can enter into her make along. She also does the, is it ABD Stash Mash? I don't enter that because I don't measure my projects by meters or yards or anything, because that's just too much for my brain. So yeah, there is other hashtags as well. Shop update. I will be having, like I said, a few new bits and pieces in the shop soon. I don't know when or how soon, but there will be a few. I've got a few things in mind that I want to add to the shop, which is quite exciting. So there will be stitch markers coming that I'm getting made. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Is there anything else that I want to say, even though I've rambled on for over an hour? Probably not. Anything else that I remember, I'm sorry, I will have to mention it next week if I remember. Also these next 3 weeks my parents are over, so I'm assuming that I probably won't get as much knitting done as I do normally, because I'll be out a lot more visiting them or going out and stuff like that. So even though I've cast on all these things, I really need to write a list of what needs to be done first. So other than the test knit, nothing really is urgent, just stuff that I want to cast on and stuff. So yeah, I just, whatever I feel like I want to knit on at the time, or crochet on, or whatever I want to have in my hands and make, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if there'll be a video next week, so because I don't know whether there'll be enough progress on stuff, so it might be the week after. I'll keep you updated on Instagram as well. My throat, my voice is going. I don't think I've ever spoke so much. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, if I've forgotten to mention anything, then please leave a question or a comment down below and I will get back to you. I do read every single comment that comes through. I don't reply to them all. I'm really sorry. I'm really bad at that. I will try my best to start replying to them. But yeah, so I hope that me recording on my iPad has not been too bad. Please let me know if there's any problems and whatnot. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.